I was gonna say good morning, but it's actually after 12. So good afternoon and welcome back to a new episode. We are joining you today from Wilmington. Have just ducked into town. Story of our life.
Got some fuel.
Got some fuel, got some water.
Well, we're getting water now.
Well, yeah, Aaron's getting the water now.
And it's our first time using our...
I know, I'm getting there. I'm excited. He's keen. So, you guys, if you've been following along the last few episodes, we mentioned that we bought a water bladder. Can't even get it out, I'm so excited. So, this is our water bladder. Seriously, if anyone comments about the mess of the canopy,
blame Sophie.
Do not blame me, blame Aaron. So, I'm going to show you. This is our water bladder. It's our very first time, so it just fits in there nicely. Let's hope it doesn't get much wider as it fills. But yes, that's our water bladder. Aaron's using our best water filter to fill it up now, to save us from any nasties.
This is my thing I made up. It came with this hose and tap, and then I just put this on so I can just click it in, and hopefully it'll fill and not leak and burst and
not just good looks.
Yeah, let's see how we go.
Alright. Yeah, it's going. It's going in. Yeah. So, perfect.
Yeah, always using this. We rave about them. I know, we talk about them a lot because they are the best. I would not fill our tanks without it. So yeah, even the water bladder, fill it up with this.
I wanted to tell you guys a little story time. So when we were staying in Taylor Bend, we were there at the waterfront holiday park for a little while. The water that was coming in from the taps was brown, and I mean brown. Now, we drink our water. We don't carry any extra water for drinking because of only having the weight that we have. We are, like we've said in the past, we're on our border, so we don't want to be carrying extra things we don't need to carry. Water, drinking water being one of them, when we've got 200 litres in the van. So anyway, long story short, water was brown. We had our best water filter on, and we actually clogged it with the bits and bobs that were coming in from the caravan park that was filtered drinking water. We actually clogged it, so we had to back flush the water filter and then turn it around and put it back on. So yeah, that goes to show how much grit it was actually stopping from coming into our caravan. Yes, it was coming out a funny color still, but we didn't get sick from drinking it, and we drank that for at least a week straight. So yeah, I'm very impressed with Best Water filters, and we've used one for the last 2 years. This is our second one we've ever bought. They go so well. Aussie made, Aussie owned, Aussie operated, amazing company to get behind. If you want to get your own, make sure you use our code. I'll put it on the screen and I'll link it all down below, and it's always in our link tree. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys because we were super duper impressed about that story. And yeah, also our water bladder, going back to that, we were inspired by our Whittle Adventure. They got one from Polymake, so we bought one from Polymake. We're gonna dump the dunny, fill up the water, and then maybe have a cruise around. There was a couple of lookouts we wanted to check out. Other than that, it's pretty much just a day for errands and getting stuff done, which I feel like lately that's kind of all we've been doing. Working errands. But
it'd be good. The couple lookouts look good, so
yeah,
can't wait.
Yeah, no, it would be good. It's going to be a good day. It's like already been such a good day, and yeah, just showing you our day, not doing anything spectacular, but yeah. Anyway, this water bladder's looking good, starting to fill up a little bit more. It's like there's actually water going in. I wasn't too sure about this contraption, so, but no, Good work, Aaron.
Thank you.
You heard that on camera too.
We just got to a lookout. I'll turn you around to show you. It's also a free camp out of fire season, October to April in SA. So out of those times, you can camp here for free. Pretty stunning. So I'll turn you around, see what you reckon.
We have made it to this lookout. We're gonna make some lunch. Just pulled into Woolies and got a BBQ chook. Got some lettuce because we needed some anyway, because Coles Click and Collect forgot our lettuce, so needed some anyway. So we thought we'll get some lettuce, we'll get some chicken, got some bread rolls, and we're gonna make a bit of lunch. Sit here, enjoy the lookout. Miss Ginger and Aaron have already bolted down to look at the water. And yeah, we'll give you guys a look shortly. We also picked up some parcels whilst we were in town. We've had some parcels that we've been chasing for the last few weeks, so it was good to pick them up. There's a couple more still on their way, but yeah, we got a few. That's not a knife.
Bit dirty?
Surely that's going to give us salmonella.
Why?
You're going to cut yourself.
Clean.
Do you like Miss Ginger's fly net?
It's from Buzzy Beans.
We got that fly net for Miss Ginger a while ago now, hey?
Yeah. They're so good.
These flies are thick. It's beautiful weather. Like, stunning. I think it's 25 today. Is that right, Aaron?
It was meant to be 22. But...
yeah, it was meant to be 22, but ends up being 25. Which is so nice. Getting really, really good solar on the van, which I'm so impressed about. Miss Ginger is not bothered by the million flies anymore because she's got her fly net on. But yeah, going back to the fly net, really, really impressed. We got it for her.
Back in the tent.
Yeah, because we were in the tent. If you guys haven't seen that episode, we love tent life.
I'm gonna do the
Aaron's joining. And then we'll get Miss Ginger a drink. The cool thing about those fly nets is that you can actually still let your dog drink water. They can still pant, they can still lick, they can still do all the things. They just, they can't like eat anything. So in terms of like 1080 baits, in terms of, I don't know, we had an experience at a campground not too long ago actually, on the start of this trip, where we were walking around the campground and this guy gave Miss Ginger food. Now, I know for some people you'd think, yeah, cool, no worries. But for me, I was a little bit worried because, yeah, Aaron was too. But like, well, he didn't seem to have a dog with him. Not to say that he didn't. He may well have had a dog with him. But from what we could see, he didn't have a dog with him. And yeah, we were kind of like confused as to why you would feed a stranger's dog treats or food or whatever it was. He told us after we'd asked, because he asked if he could give her a treat, and I said no thank you, like she doesn't really like taking food from strangers, which I tried, but she took it from him because
he still tried.
And then yeah, she took it and she ate it. From what I gather, it was a smacko and all was fine, like she wasn't sick. But what if it wasn't? Like, that kind of freaks me out. I feel like we need to be more careful when we're out bush. The moral of that story was, we got the Buzzy Bean bail for a camping trip, because we were in a tent and we were worried about not having a space for her to be in, and that she would be more prone to being out of the tent than in the tent, and we were worried about what she would eat off the ground. Now, we train her to not eat off the ground, but obviously she's a dog. We can only try our best and train her our best. Aaron, do you want to eat or no?
Hey?
Do you want to eat or no?
Yeah. I didn't know it was
Okay.
Thank you, darling. Appreciate it.
So yeah, a bit plain, but
What?
chicken lettuce rolls
Yeah, with flies.
with flies for
Extra
extra
flavour.
flavour. So yeah, we bought that for her. We bought that for her on that trip, and then we haven't really used it since. So we were thinking the other day, like, it's probably pretty bad of us to not be using it. And then with the amount of flies that have been around since we got to this part of South Australia, it's just been great. The flies bug her so much, like they bug us. But with this veil on, she actually doesn't get them in her face. They don't go in her eyes, they don't go in her mouth. She's just so much happier. And when we're happier knowing that she's safe. So alright, got our parcels as I told you guys before. Parcel 1's Amazon. I've already like opened it, so I got a little sneak peek before you guys did, but I'll show you what we got. First things first, we bought this camera for the dog. It's a Wi-Fi like camera. It was only cheap, so it doesn't really matter. But for the one that we had a baby monitor that didn't go further than like the car to the caravan, so when we walked away we couldn't watch her in the van. We do like just to know that she's not barking the caravan down and making sure that no one's going to get annoyed with us. Aaron got a new phone case. He also got a new card holder. And then the last thing in this bag is this. So you may have noticed like a little mark around here. That's because we dropped our camera. Well, technically we didn't drop it, hey?
No, the wind blew it over.
The wind blew it over.
You would have seen me putting the yabby pod in at Tailem Bend.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was on the tripod. And I wasn't even filming at the time. A bit of wind came and just knocked it over.
So we got a replacement lens. Thanks to Wild Touring, because I messaged them. We've actually bought a second GoPro from them that they were selling, so we just were telling them about the screen and how devastated we were, but they said, why don't you pick up a new screen? And we didn't know it was that simple, so we did, and it was like 30 bucks. These two parcels are going to be hard to show you, but this one and this one, and that's all you get. So one of them obviously is a Ventana. We will talk more about that in another video, so I'm not going to mention anything now. And then the second parcel is our alternator. So like a few vlogs back, I'll link it up here. You guys may have remembered when our car wouldn't start and we had to get jumped. So basically we bought a new alternator. We spoke to the guys at APC Forward Drive and they hooked us up with a new one. paid for it ourselves. Obviously it wasn't free, it was very expensive. So yeah, luckily,
Yeah, that's a long story though.
that's a really long story. Well, long story short, it got delivered. Aaron pulled the car apart. He was like stoked to be able to get it in there and get it all working. And then he realised that
I went to put it in, and yeah.
He went to put it in and he realised a crucial bit was actually snapped off and still in the box. So then he had to pull it all back apart and put it all back how it was originally. So that was like a whole day's work for him that he took off to be able to get it done, and he couldn't even get it done. However, when we contacted the guys at APC and let them know what happened, they were fine to deal with. They sent us a replacement, which was express posted. Yeah, so no dramas with them. It was just frustrating that it had been delivered broken. She wants it back on. Oh, Miss Ginger's got her veil off at the moment because she's playing with a ball, and then she just licked it like, put it back on me please. So yeah, anyway, yeah, long story short, we got our new alternator. Aaron's going to open it up later and make sure it's not broken. The guys at APC said they wrapped it like triple times this time, so hopefully it's not broken. And for the antenna, well, you'll have to wait and see, because we're going to install that and then talk about it. So you have to wait. But for now, let's enjoy camp. We haven't really shown you guys in this episode, but behind me is the actual Flinders Ranges. So yeah, we are stoked to be here. And tonight we're having Slovakia lamb Greek wraps with some feta and salad, and it's like nice and warm sunny day, so it's going to be a really nice afternoon.